They run with Ajayi, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 26 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Kansas City Chiefs coming back out onto the field here, and they were part of the game of the week for Week 6, right? I mean, no doubt that game against New England, 43-40. Now they lost, first loss of the season, but boy, that was fun to watch on Sunday night.
It certainly was. It's maybe the game of the year thus far, and we were all anticipating it, and they delivered. Patrick Mahomes, a little bit of a struggle in the first half, but boy, did he explode in the second. 352 yards for the game, 4 touchdowns, did throw the 2 picks in the first half, and he definitely went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
I sat him in my fantasy lineup.
Nice job.
I started Deshaun Watson thinking, you know, he's playing, well, mistake. A little bit of a mistake.
He shows up against anyone. 5 straight games over 300 yards, and the only one he didn't go over 300, he threw 4 touchdowns at Pittsburgh, and that was in Week 1.
He's good. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And out now come the Eagles. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Ajayi's gonna go. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Throwing his Wentz. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that one, the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's a Johnny. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing a quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is a Johnny. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 30 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal. Expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. And defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away. Well, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after it for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly. Carolina had a tough one in Washington last week. Philadelphia, big win last Thursday against New York Giants in New York.
Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Eagles have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Track meet so far, and fun to watch. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 90. Green 90.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Broken tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
He is going to find Hill here. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And again, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, let's take a step back and look league-wide here, Charles. What contender do you think is in the most trouble through 6 weeks? I would not have thought Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago, but, boy, very flat performances against KC and Dallas.
Yeah, we expect them to be a dominant team on the defensive side of the ball week in and week out, and Dallas just shredded them in their game on Sunday. But I don't think Jacksonville's in as much trouble as maybe Denver is. Denver's 2-4, 4 straight losses, and Kansas City setting a heck of a pace in the AFC West. Vance Joseph, the second-year coach in Denver, many thought he wouldn't return after last year. Got a second opportunity. This isn't helping him. And last but not least, if we're talking about this group of people, how about the Atlanta Falcons? They're also 2-4, but they got a much-needed win against Tampa Bay on Sunday. If we knew they could get their defensive players back, I'd like them a lot more. They've got a tough road ahead of them, but Matt Ryan, he can help equalize things out.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out on the ground with the Giants. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Wentz going to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. And even 40 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Let's go.
And once again, they go with Sproles. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He's going to get it running right, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mahomes going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going for the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Wins to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He's back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Long in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 15. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.